Okay, day 3 is starting. Rice cooker right there. Gonna put it to good use after I finish filming the scene. Day 1 video just just published for me. Woke up to a text from Herbs and Rye who said it wouldn't have been that bad had I gotten stopped and not had my driver's license, registration, or proof of insurance. I don't know, but he seemed confident that it wouldn't have been that bad. Anyway, still didn't want to risk it. Also, a few people in the comments said, why not have those documents mailed to me? I had my passport. I was able to get into my hotel room. Why not have everything else mailed to me? There was a time where I had something that wasn't urgent mailed to me because I wasn't in New York. It never got there. And even though I didn't need it imminently, it was still a pretty big hassle. So being this close to New York, much prefer my friend to drive him down here. If I were in like, I don't know. I mean, I once drove like one shot to Council Bluffs from New York, which is really far. It's more like a 2-day trip. If I got to Council Bluffs and realized I didn't have those things, I wasn't having my friend drive him out to me. Yeah, I would have taken my chances with the mail, but for just being Long Island to Atlantic City, wanted my friend to drive him. Appreciate that he did it. And today should have some poker. There is one more video not related to the road trip, but an idea I have that I could make. There's a lot of graphics involved. That's why I've been procrastinating making it, but I got some time today. I can make that. And there is another video, wouldn't take much time at all. I can film about half of it from my room right here. So I might do those two things. But besides that, I mean, it's not even noon. I think it's like a couple minutes before noon right now. Should have plenty of time, definitely by like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Should have nothing else going on. Get some hours in. If you'll remember, on January 3rd, I did not go down to Baltimore to play poker. There was a promotion that debatably applied to poker. Maybe I could have played 12 hours and gotten 1,000 tier credits towards my Caesar status, which is the equivalent of about 60 hours if there's no promotion going on. And I said, if I miss Diamond, it won't be because I'm only 60 hours short. I would go down in mid-December at the end of the year to Baltimore, and I would play 60 hours of poker, and that would be that. So I didn't go from New York to Maryland in January, still January, on January 3rd to play, but now I'm in Harrah's Atlantic City. There's poker in Harrah's Atlantic City. It's a Caesars property, so all hours when it's this convenient will help. I don't care if I go down at 4 and there are no games going and there's just an interest list for 3-6 limit. I'll play, I'll get some hours, I'll get some tier credits towards my status. I know in the middle of the year, towards the end of the year, it'll be a big help, even if I'm only like 10, 15 hours closer to getting my status. Don't know how much I'm gonna play at Bally's in Vegas. You probably call it Horseshoe in Vegas, and that's still a fair chunk of the year, even though I'm gonna be in Vegas less. Yeah, it had been as much as like 11 months in the past. And now it's probably only going to be like 4.5, 5 months, but that's still a big chunk of the year. And with Bally's being the only Caesars poker room in Vegas, don't know how much I'm going to play there. So definitely when I'm not in there and when it's incredibly convenient, like being in Harrah's Atlantic City, get some hours in, and hopefully I get Diamond status again. I think 2016 was the last time I was not Diamond. So yeah, that would kind of be the end of an era. Got a pretty good streak going. Anyway, I'm going to do some things around here, and yeah, probably late afternoon, early evening, head downstairs, see what's going on in the poker room. All right, did a few things for the channel. Gonna go down and play now. I guess there's some promo going on, or like the weather was way worse yesterday. I don't know, I was out. I walked to Borgata yesterday. It was cold. It wasn't snowing. It wasn't raining, but every time I checked yesterday, there were either 2 tables going in the entire room or 1. Right now, 5 tables going. There are 2 tables of 4-8 limit, 2 tables of 1-2 no limit, and 1 table of 1-3 no limit. So gonna go down. I'll sit right away in anything that's open, although prefer the no limit. To the limit games, it's not even 3 o'clock, so should get a lot of hours. I'll see how good the games are. I'll see how late I play. Nothing else to do today.
All right, first shout out of the year, or I guess the third after Tom and Callie. Didn't get his name. I came out the elevator and there was a guy right there. He was on the phone, but he's a viewer and we chatted for a minute. So nice to meet you. And there's a short list on every game. Poker room's right in there. Short list, all 3 games, 3 different games, 5 tables going. So I'm on every list. I'll take whatever opens up first, although I'll move to no limit. And here's the pier. And what else is going on? That's about it. With that viewer, we were talking about the Borgata series. I realized I just missed that. Saw from Sean McCormick. He used to work at Aria, and now he's promoted. He's in charge of like all poker in the country for MGM Poker Rooms. His Twitter feed and DePaulo's Twitter feed, I saw there was a poker series going on at Borgata. The dates didn't match up to be here, but would have been some lively games going on. Also know someone who dealt that series, but just missed it. I think it ended last week, so I'm here now. And yeah, I think there's high hands every 30 minutes. I don't know the amount, but I saw something as I walked through the poker room, so I'll just be waiting out here and playing when I get a seat. Okay, done playing. I'm here in the convention area. Nothing's going on. There's no people. Got a seat on 1-2. Actually got the seat because Rich, who watches the videos, he moved from 1-2 to 1-3. Nice to meet you, Rich. I took his seat on 1-2. Then after 6 minutes, another seat opened on 1-3. I took that. Then after about an hour, 1-3 broke, and there were enough seats in the 1-2 tables. So everyone got a seat in another no limit game. Went back to 1-2 and played for a bit. And now I'm done here in the convention area because it's not far from my tower. And that's about it. For anyone who cares, made those videos about naming 1,000 baseball players. Tried basketball. I was just trying to get to 500, got to 500. I'll throw up those names at the end. Most obscure guy, Slavko Vranes, V-R-A-N-E-S. He was in the 03 draft. The Knicks wasted a 2nd round pick on him back when the Knicks would just draft people from Europe, hoping they would turn into superstars in 3 or 4 years, and they would never even be involved with team activities in the US. That was Slavko Vranes. He did wind up in the NBA. 1 game with the Blazers, that's his entire career. Never did anything with the Knicks, never turned into that superstar. But the Knicks love drafting people from Europe that no one had ever heard of. Got to 500 with the basketball players, and today's day 3. Got 1 more day in Atlantic City, and then I'm off to my next spot, and the next stop, and the one after that, and the one after that. Poker rooms I've never shown on the channel, and or poker rooms I've never been to myself. So a lot of new stuff coming up, and I guess that's a wrap on today. And remember, rice is a spoon food.